With my 10-year anniversary, I'm also thinking about 10 years without Steve. And so it's a bit of a sad time too for me thinking about that. From my point of view, he was the inventor, the entrepreneur of the decade, or of the century rather, and and there's just nobody quite like him, and I miss him every day.
Well, let me ask you a different question because you just said that you might not do it personally. Do you own crypto and any Bitcoin or Ethereum? Would you play around with this?
I
As you know, Elon Musk, because he's been public about it, said that he tried to get a meeting with you to sell Tesla to you, in fact, because the company was actually struggling. Now, of course, the company has $1 trillion market value. You apparently didn't take the meeting. In retrospect, do you wish you did?
I'm still very optimistic, Andrew, and I look at technology and I think about all of the things that we can do, both are doing and can do in the future, if technology is used to serve humanity and not the other way around. And so, whether it's 10 years or longer, I always think about the user and are we doing the right things as a company to help improve their lives and empower them to do things they haven't done before. With my 10-year anniversary, I'm also thinking about 10 years without Steve. And so it's a bit of a sad time too for me thinking about that. From my point of view, he was the inventor, the entrepreneur of the decade, or of the century rather, and and there's just nobody quite like him, and I miss him every day.
I have to ask because we got a slew of questions about it. What's your thought on cryptocurrency right now and potentially either accepting it through Apple Pay or otherwise?
It's something that we're looking at. It's not something we have immediate plans to do. Uh, it- for I would sort of characterize it as there are things that I wouldn't do, like our cash balance. I wouldn't go invest that in crypto, not because I wouldn't invest my own money in crypto, but because I don't think people buy an Apple stock to get exposure to crypto. And so if they want to do that, they can invest directly in crypto or through other means. And so I wouldn't do that. And I'm not planning to in the immediate future to take crypto for our products as a mean of tender. But there are other things that we're definitely looking at.
Like what?
Like I wouldn't want to have anything to announce today.
Well, let me ask you a different question because you just said that you might not do it personally. Do you own crypto and any Bitcoin or Ethereum? Would you play around with this?
I do, yeah. I think it's reasonable to own it as a part of a diversified portfolio. And I'm not giving anybody investment advice, by the way.
When did you get interested in it?
I've been interested in it for a while, and I've been researching it and so forth. And so I think it's interesting.
A lot of people, I don't know if you've talked about this publicly before. Are people going to say that you're a Bitcoin bull?
I don't know what they're going to say. I don't want to put any labels on me. It's just that uh, it's something that, from a personal point of view, I'm interested in.
Well, while we're on the topic, what about NFTs? That feels like the next level of this.
Uh, I think it's also interesting. I think it will take a while to play out in a way that is for the mainstream person. But I think it's interesting.
A lot of people talk about NFTs in the context of VR and AR. We just heard from Facebook and Microsoft getting into the metaverse. What did you think of those announcements, and how does Apple think about it?
Well, I wouldn't want to talk about those announcements, but in terms of we've always said that AR is a core technology, and it's a technology I get super excited about, and I think it's profound. and I think it's profound in terms of the things that you can do with it and the enhancement to people's lives and the improvement in people's lives. But humanity has to be at the center of it. It's like any other technology. It has to be about humanity and helping humanity. And so you can bet that the way that we look at it is like that. Uh, but it's an area of great opportunity, I believe.
But do you think that there will be a day where we'll all wear, VR goggles and live in a digital universe?
All is a big word, is a very big word. And I think there has to be advancements in technology that are beyond what is possible today. But I get back to AR today is alive and well. We have the largest AR platform on iPhone. And you can do things today that a few years ago you couldn't imagine doing, like if you're shopping for furniture, you can look at the new sofa in your room. If you're designing a home or designing a home for someone else, it's a great use of AR.
I think it was about a couple of years ago now, as you know, Elon Musk, because he's been public about it, said that he tried to get a meeting with you to sell Tesla to you, in fact, because the company was actually struggling. Now, of course, the company has $1 trillion market value. You apparently didn't take the meeting. In retrospect, do you wish you did?
I've never spoken to Elon, uh, and uh, and there are lots of companies out there that we could have bought at different times, probably. But I feel really good about where we are today. And
Did you know he was trying to get to you?
I don't remember it being like that, but he said that he did, and so I assume that that's correct.